All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. So we are going to do pretty much a draw along. I kind of want to do a full on video from kind of start to finish, but what I think I'm going to do is like a sketch, and then if I decide to take that sketch to a more finished drawing, then we'll do that. But then we'll kind of get going here. So I think what I'm going to be working with as far as subject matter is I do want to work on some drawings of some dragon heads. I'm trying to get my pencil out here. So we're gonna do some some drawings of some dragon heads. I'm missing one of my other pencils. Hold on for a sec. All right, so I guess I'll move this back so you guys can actually see my sketchbook. And I think the way this is tilted, it's kind of off center. Sorry guys. I'm trying to, I think it's just crooked, sorry. Whatever, that's as good as it's gonna get for right now. Yeah, because that's kind of, it's crooked on my end, but it's showing straight in the camera. I think that's just the way the camera's positioned. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. So, I've got my tablet here. I've got kind of a idea board / mood board, whatever you want to call it, to kind of have some ideas on things that I maybe want to incorporate. I've got a few ideas of like actual dragons. I've got some horn reference, some animal reference, some examples of like tutorials for like scales, antlers, horns. I thought I had some snakes on here. Let me see. I'm going to insert some photos here. I thought I had some snakes. I do not. Let me see. I thought I had some snakes on here, but I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm also going to probably put my headphones on because I don't know if I'm going to be talking much in this video. So I'm going to move this to the side so you guys can have a better view of the sketchbook here. This has just got pencil lead and stuff. I will say one thing I'm bad at is actually remembering what leads I have in my pencils. Both of these are 0.5s. I think this is HB lead. Yeah, it's HB lead. I think this is H lead. Or might be I don't know what this is. I have no clue. Okay. So I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm gonna put on some videos in the background that you guys won't be able to hear. And then we'll kind of get to sketching, and then I may or may not give some more commentary. Whew, sorry guys. On my drawing here. Give me a sec. What am I gonna watch? My playlist here. And Shuffle it, shuffle. There we go. All right, let's go. All right, so I think we're gonna do like a side view. Let me lock this. I'm kind of thinking I might do a side view, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a side view. I guess the head shape, I can have it more square-like. I want maybe a bigger jaw, maybe? Do like a bigger jaw. I do want to kind of look at how the head connects. I thought I had a horse reference on here. I originally thought I had a horse reference on here, so let's go ahead and add that. I thought I had some horse references. There's one side reference for a horse. I guess that's fine for right now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll add that in here. And then I also, let me grab one of my animal books here. Hold on for a sec, guys. I put it up. Fuck, I did put it up. Well, I thought I had my book out for reference, but I do not for animals, so that can wait. But let's kind of get an idea of how this connects. You got the big jaw, and it kind of goes from here. And we're going to go here. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to I guess we'll leave it at that for right now. All right. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's fine. So I'm just going to be kind of scribbling around to see if there's something that I genuinely like as I look at reference here. So actually, if I want, sorry guys, we can go like a horn here. I'm using that from this reference that I've got on the side that you guys probably can't see fully. And then here. I want the mouth to extend about this far back, really far back. And I want to maybe, I want to kind of swoop this to kind of, there we go. And then go here. See, I'm looking at the lizards, right? And a lot of them have like, this is like the head shape here, right? Here's the mouth, and then it's like a smooth transition pretty much and kind of expands out here, right? With this one, what I think I want to do is extend this here and then like that. I think I want to do that. So, yeah, so this goes here, and then I want to keep this thick jaw here, And then I think what it is, I'm gonna have to get one of my erasers here. I'm erasing kind of light with this because I need to be able to see what's going on here. Curve here, and then probably here, and then here, like that. And then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the eye, because I don't want to put the eye too far back. I want to kind of put it here. Maybe a little bit closer. Let's see. Here. I don't know. No. Like right here. That looks good right there. I don't know how big I'm going to draw the eye, because I could. We'll see. So let me see. So I don't know if I want this to be like a horn or like the nose area, because I could do, let me erase this part. I could do like where the nose would be up here, so it's kind of like a horn and a nose, or I could do the nose like down here, where this is kind of like the horn. I think I'm going to put it up here. I like that better. In 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. All right, so this is where I think this is gonna go. And you guys are gonna hear me eat some Skittles. All right, so I like this here. So we're gonna keep that. I kind of want some type of something here. I don't want it to just be flat before it goes into the area of the eye. You're not getting any, tiger. I kind of like this lump here. That's okay for right now. I do want to kind of add some type of headpiece, like either horns or like antlers, whatever, horns. And maybe also something back here where the jaw is. I don't know if I want to put anything down here. So I'm going to have like an area of rest. But I also kind of want to make this like functional. Like, I don't want like horns down here where if like the jaw opens, there's a possibility of like puncturing itself. And the thing is, like, I know if I want or can make like some of the teeth stick out, because if I'm looking at like predators, like large cats, canines, dogs, things like that, do a side view, you have these large teeth in the front, and you have like these smaller teeth in the back that are just like chomping, right? Because they're not chewing their food like we would. I wonder if, because normally when you see a dragon drawing, like I'll show you guys, if you guys can see it on the side here, with the mouth closed, you see like these smaller teeth on the back side that stick through. This one's got the front, but I feel like you see a lot more of the back teeth, right? So I think even, like even here, there's these back teeth. I don't think you really see that if you had something like that, because like lizards, they have teeth, right? And this is covering it because they're kind of inside the mouth. Like this was like a, like this would be the lips, and then you have the teeth that are sitting like here. So they're not sitting like, I don't think they are anyway, like sitting right on the cusp here. So I think, like here's an example, like these, I don't know if these are, I don't think these are teeth, I think these are just horns. But like, the teeth are hidden in this dragon drawing. The teeth are hidden. You don't see them. And I think I kind of like having that. If I want to show some of the teeth, I think I would either show, no, because I just, I don't think I'm going to show the teeth. I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and focus on, I want antlers for, or horns for this type of creature here. And like I know the horns, they come out of the skull, right? So it would be like, and it's like, do I want horns? Because it would be here, like, because if it's coming out of the skull here, and then here, and then maybe like here, right? And then, let me see. How do I want this? Because I can either have it curving this way, like, which I think it would normally. And then maybe, do I want to have something? I'm gonna have to erase all this because I want the horns to probably come out further. I don't want short horns, like stubby. I mean, I could have stubby horns. That would be an idea. But like maybe, let me see. Let me just kind of sketch it if I go here. Like, because I can, doesn't have to be like this normal dragon type horn setup, which is what I'm trying to get away from, right? So I really want to kind of explore like my creativity and stuff like that, and really start creating my own, I guess, spin on stuff. And of course, you know, I'm using reference because reference is useful and it's helpful to have that. Um, but I like this jagged, almost like tree branch type feel to the the trunk, not the trunk, but the horns. I maybe want to come out here and then here, maybe, or I don't like that coming out the bottom part, but maybe here and then maybe something here, like something small there, and then let me see. I don't want it to be sharp because I feel like you wouldn't really see something like that. Like even like even with you guys can't, there we go. It's rounded. It doesn't come to this point like a knife, right? So there's got a little bit of a, there we go, like that. I don't like this part because I think that's gonna going against that. But here, and then here, and then here. I think I'm gonna work with that. I like that. I don't think I like that, but I do want to try to change this a little bit to where, there we go. And then here, there we go. I like that. Let me see here. I kind of want to bring this in more. Like that. And I think I want to bring this in more. I want to thin this out some more. I want to, I don't think this part right here is going with what I want. But then I think this needs to be thicker. I'll get with it back with the horns later. So I think maybe I'll make the nostrils bigger. Because I'm looking at like the nostrils of like a horse or like a rhino. Like I feel like it needs a bigger nostril. to help really sell the fact that this is a creature that is taking in a lot of air to do what it needs to function. What I want to do is I'm gonna bump this out more too. So we got that. And then I'm gonna bump this out more too. That actually looks good. I like that. I'm going to go just a smaller I guess I can do this here. I think normally when you see like dragging the nostril, you have it like under here, which makes sense because you can have it curving in. Well, I guess I'll see if I can explain that later. But okay, so let's move on from that. Let's go into the eyes. So there's a few different things I'm thinking of with the eyes on this. I can do something like this where you've got like something like this, right? Think like your typical like lizard slash snake eyes type situation, or like where it's like embedded into the skull, like pretty deep. Like an example would be, show you guys actually, like you have something like this where it's something like this where you have like this, like I want to say like a flap over the skin, and the eye like lays inside of it so it covers it, or you have something like this where the eye kind of looks like it kind of bulges out. I mean, you still have that flap that covers it, but it's not separate from this. If that makes any sense. I'm not even sure if I'm making any sense whatsoever. It makes sense to me, but yeah, so I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do. Like if I can do this, or if I do like where I'm having like a flap like that, like this within the eye, right? Because this could just sit up by itself, and then I just have like a line here, and it just looks like it's embedded into that. Or I can do like where you have all of this. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do though. I think what I want to do is I like this idea of it looking like it's just placed further into the skull. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. So maybe let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do, as you hear me eating my Skittles, I'm going to draw the circle for the eye. And then I'm going to draw everything around it. Actually, I need to probably make this bigger. And I might seem big right now, but it's going to shrink when I start putting like the flaps and stuff over it. So I am looking at reference as I do this. So, as you can see, starting to carve out the shape of the eye, I guess. And this is going to be a flap area because, like the human eye, right? I'm trying to also be mindful because, like, I'm drinking up the human eye as well. So is this the human eye? And you've got the eyelid here, right? When you've got that flap of skin, or like, I guess for older people, like you have that flap that kind of follows like that curvature of the eyeball, and then you might have like lines underneath of it. So I kind of want to follow that same premise. I'm going to start pushing myself more when it comes to my art and really thinking about the choices that I'm making as I put down my lines. So I want this to, I think I want multiple lines for the eye. So let me slightly erase that because I want to put this here. And then this crevice following it around here. And then, with the top, I think what I'm going to do is expand this up, but separate. Yeah, I'm going to separate this. So you have the shape of the eyeball. I'm kind of walking you through, guys, my thought process as I'm thinking. The shape of the eyeball, and then like how that eyelid kind of separates but also merges, depending on, it merges into the top part but separates down here. And I want to expand this out here. And I want to, actually, I'm going to bring this down some more, because what I want to do is expand it here, so where it's got this cover, a slight cover, like that. And then this, I don't like how that goes all the way down. I'll do that. That looks fine for right now. I'm not too happy with it, but this is just a sketch. It's just my sketchbook. That's what I have to keep reminding myself. All right. So now I'm also trying to think about form as well. And what I mean by form is like the 3D shape of this dragon, because that's going to also help me determine how light is going to reflect or bounce off of or hit certain things on this image. So an example would be it's turning into a sketch / tutorial video. But what I mean is, like, say this is like the shape roughly of like the mouth part, right? What I mean by the form is like here and here, right? This actually expands back here. So if the light was coming from here, right? Just an example, depending on how big the light is and stuff. And I'm still also myself learning how light interacts, so don't hold me 100% to how I'm explaining this, but this is how I think about it. Depending on the light source, at how wide that light expands out, it's coming from like the top left. So this is going to be hit with light. This wouldn't. So this would all be shaded in. And especially the bottom part, because this is further away, this would be like darker. And then this, depending, might be hit, a little light might hit it, but not as much as the top. So it might have a little bit of shadow, but not as much as back here, that further side here. So that's what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about form, because I'll draw here. I'm thinking about the skull, right? Or like the eye, right? I'll draw this eye, or I'll draw this eye over here. So this is the eye that I'm thinking of doing, right? This is kind of rough here. And then here, and then here, right? And here. So what I'm thinking about with this eye here is that, like, this is the skull, right? It's a thin layer. I'm thinking of a thin layer of skin over the skull, over the skull. So I'm thinking this sticks out here, like I'm drawing the form, like, or the shape of the form, because this bulges out. And then when it comes to this part here, this goes in. So this curves in, and then this is the eyeball, so it curves back out because the eye bulges, right? And then because this is caved in, this is going to cave back in like this. And then with this flap here, I can possibly have it even go further in before it comes back out like this. So if I'm thinking about shading something like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like an actual eyelid in here, so that way you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about and it doesn't look too weird. But if I were to shade this, right, what I'm thinking of, if I have like a neutral tone over this, like I said, this is just me kind of walking you guys through my thought process. It's not really a tutorial, but just kind of walking you guys how I'm thinking about everything. So if I had like a neutral tone laid out here, all right, so this would be like my basic tone. This sticks out, so the light is hitting this area here, and then as it comes to this area, like this might go in slightly, and then this might go further in. So I'm thinking this part is going to be hit with shadow, so that is going to be here, right? And then this is being blocked by the sun, or by that shell here. And then with the way this is, this might stick out slightly back here. So maybe here, there might be a break like right here in the light, and then you got the light here, or light that's not being hit here. So you've got this here, and this is a whole like crevice area here. So you've got this whole thing here. Maybe a little bit of light might hit there. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, this is just kind of like a quick idea. And then this is going to be hit. You have this light here, and then this is going further in, right? So maybe I want this, especially near the top, going a lot darker before it goes slightly lighter here. And then this part would be hit by sun, or hit by light. So, and then maybe this is also hit, and then that's my thought process on that. And if I wanted to blend it out, of course, I've got like a little blending stub here, so just kind of hitting the lighter areas first before I get into the darker areas, right? So, and then like say like here, like that shows that, and then here. And if I want to show like it's supposed to be going further in, right, then maybe I'd darken that up to show that it's really it's really in there. So, and then maybe because the crevice of the eye here, where I know there's not going to be any light hitting, and I can always pull up reference to kind of get an idea. And then like maybe under here is where it's going to hit, because it's a lot darker. So maybe that darker ends here. So something like that, just kind of an idea of what I'm thinking about. And then like this would be dark, because that's where the eye part here. So maybe here, and then just kind of, so kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about this area here. Hi, tiger baby. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Okay. Okay. Hi, baby girl. Okay. All right. Home. All right. So that's what I'm thinking about, guys. Just so you have an idea. So, so, you know, even here, I'm thinking this is going to come out here. And then maybe, like, and honestly, technically, it could be whatever I want, honestly. So if maybe I decided that it came out here, but then also went in before it came out again, where you would have like the teeth area maybe, right? Because there's that option. And I'm looking at here, like, see how this comes out. There's this pattern. And even here, I like this, like, because it overlaps. Like, I feel like this is where the mouth ends, but there's like this skin overlap right here that goes further back. I do like that, but I don't know if I'm going to add that in. But I do know there's like, I don't know if I want to add like and I guess that's what that might be when you have drawings that have like this part here. I feel like that's the skin overlap or the skin bunch up, but I don't want to add that. I don't want to add that. I don't like it. So I want to keep this line here just for my reference, because I think I would like it if this part here like caves in slightly before it bulges back out. I think that'd be pretty cool. So hopefully I'll remember that. So let me get that up here. So I guess for my own personal reference, if I ever decide to watch my own videos again, and for people who are watching this, we are 45 minutes in, and I'll say 40 minutes as far as actual drawing and going back and testing out some stuff. And this is all that I have done. So it's also a learning experience for myself as well, that you don't have to have a full finished out piece done within an hour or 30 minutes or anything like that. It's okay to take your time and experiment, try things out, look at how you might think of something, getting an understanding of how maybe something would interact with light, looking at my reference, seeing what I like, what I don't like. I mean, because you guys saw that I took, I think 3 or 4 times before I decided on the placement of the eyeball and even the nostril. So, you know, no need to rush. I think I want to extend this out slightly where it has its own shape to it, I don't want it to have a pointed shape though. I don't like this type. I feel like that gives like a beak, like a more of a bird-esque type feel to it. I want to curve it slightly. And then here. Okay, I like that. And then what I might do is play with the curvature of how I'm gonna have the mouth. I can do that later because I don't want to do just a straight mouth. And I don't want to do like a curved up because I feel like that gives like a happy look. I like the curved down. I feel like that gives more like a predator look to it. If I did like, I guess I'll do this on the other page as well. I'm going to try something out. If I do something like, if I do like down, I feel like that has more of a predator-esque look to it versus if I did something like something like I feel like this has it gives it like a smiling, like even though it might not be, like I just feel like it has that smiling-esque feel to it. So I like that downward look to it. Or even this one, like this part here, like, it doesn't look like it's going up into a smile. Let me do this. And then Tiger, home. Shoot. So like here, and it's a kind of like a almost like a straight line, but a slightly down, and then finish down here. I feel like that looks good. And then I do want to put maybe some, I don't know if I want to put extra horns or decorations around the head, because I do want to add like texture to the image later, I think anyway. I also don't know about the eye because I don't know if I want to do like a, so if I do the eye, I don't want to, if I want to do like the slit, right? Like your typical like lizard eye that you would think of, or if I want to do like the circle. Because I mean both would be representative of a lizard and or dragon. So that doesn't matter. I don't know what I want to do with that. Because, like, see this lizard? See, it's a circle. Circle here. Circle here. Circles here. I think it's when the light hits. It's the way the light hits the eyes when it changes into like a slit almost. Because, like, here, right? The eyes here. You can see. But I don't know. I was really about to go like that, like I'm trying to zoom into it. Jesus. I think I might do the slit. And then maybe I have no idea. We can come back to that. I'm not sure yet with that. We'll figure that out later. Okay, let's look at horns here, antlers. Like I see this where like the bottom part here. And you have this part where it kind of expands. Well, that's part of the chin area. This one has the horns coming from, so you even have a small set of these horns here. This has fur, but it's not really a dragon though. But like, maybe I can do, let's experiment and see. And then let me see, go like that. It's like kind of like, and actually what I want to do is I don't want to have these like to a point. I want to kind of give these a, there we go. Kind of like how I did the horn, where I don't want it to come into a straight dagger shape. I want to round it slightly. So I think that gives it a little bit more texture, kind of helps balance. I don't know. I feel like it's a nice balance between these here. It's not too much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of leave this here blank, or not blank, but plain. I don't want to have too much going on. I'm going to have a lot of texture or a lot of busyness around the horn with the way it turns. Got the shape of the head here, the eye, stuff like that. So one thing I think I have a picture of like muscles of like a dragon, if someone did like that. Let me check. Insert a photo. I thought I had it downloaded. I thought I'd saved it, but I may not have. I may not have. But I do want to include that and that. And the eyes. Let me see what else. I'll include that. I'm going to include this here because I want to show you guys this really cool spider that I want to incorporate into one of my drawings in the future. So if you have arachnophobia, look away. But this is a spider. This is actually how it's made. When I first saw this, I thought this was AI, but this is an actual spider, and it's called the trapdoor spider, also known as the Chinese hourglass spider, are a type of trapdoor spider. They are ambush predators that particularly wait for their unaware victim to scurry past their lair before they strike and eat them as soon as they detect motion. So I thought that was actually pretty cool because this is their butt. This is on the bottom of their butt. And I think that's an awesome design. This is something I would never think of if I did like a creature design in the future. All right, so I'm going to delete that. So that way, if someone who has arachnophobia does not have to see that. All right, so if you're done with the spiders. So, but like, this is an example of like someone had drawn out muscles, as you can see the artist of dragon. But I'm specifically more interested in the muscle here for that jaw. And actually, if I wanted to, technically, I have the muscles here when it comes to animals, like especially these large cats here. All right, so what I think I want to do is, especially the way that this muscle, I think that's muscle anyway, of the horse. I think that's all muscle right there. I want to kind of incorporate the fact that you can see that jaw muscle. I like that look on that. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate that in this. So what I want to do is, because this is where the jaw ends, or this is where the mouth ends, what I want to do is kind of have the jaw muscle here. And like all of the, I might have to here, because this is the tiger down. Calm it down. Good girl. But I think I want to expand this out, like this part here, to have that jaw expand out more, and then come here like that, maybe. We're gonna experiment and find out. This is I have to remind myself this is just a sketch. This is not a final piece that has to stay in my sketchbook. My sketchbook can be as messy or as neat as I want it. And I want this part here. So let me see. I feel like if I do this, I would have to expand this out here. Like that, to kind of balance the fact that this jaw is so huge now. So there we go. And then, like I said here, because technically I could expand this here, and then this comes, so this here, like that, maybe. I feel like this is too big, though. I feel like this is too. I feel like I want to I want to shrink this up. I don't like the fact that it sticks out that far. Yeah, I like the thinner. I like the thin. And what I might do is I might just go here. Yeah, I like that. There we go. And then maybe here, like the folds of like the skin. Like that. Yeah, like that. That's a lot better. And then what I want to do, I want to kind of break this up a little bit. I don't want like a flat line. I'll probably what's the word I'm looking for? Define this with the shading that I will try to do here. So I'm gonna lightly erase it with my kneaded eraser. As you can see, I am tooled out when it comes to art. So just so you guys know what type of tools I'm working with right now, I have my eraser, an eraser. I have a blending set that I haven't used yet for this drawing, but I did use it for this. I have my mechanical pencil and my mechanical pencil, and now I have my kneaded eraser. So these are both 0.5s. This is a Mono 0 by Tombow. This is a circular eraser. I do have another eraser. This is by Factus. This is circular as well. And this is like a click eraser, just like the Tombow. This is just, of course, the size comparison when it comes to the erasers. So actually, there you go. So, bigger one, smaller one. I'm using the smaller one because of the small sketch. But I'm going to slightly dab this to kind of lighten it up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to define it just a little bit more. I do like this pencil to try to sketch because of the weight. I don't have to press too hard. The weight of the pencil kind of does what I need it to do for me. But that's just me. Everyone's different. So I'm going to erase this part here because I don't need that separation here. With the horn, what I'm going to do, I want to look at this. So I want to, because I want this to, where's the picture of the thing of the dragon? There we go. So I like how this, you can see the separation of where it expands from the actual, I guess, the skin and then actual bone of the horn. So I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm going to go like a maybe here. I'll fix it later, but that's what I just kind of want to get some and like there's a, like, it expands out. There you go. I'll deal with the rest. I'll go back later and fix that, but I just want to kind of differentiate because this is going to go here and then this. And then there's that, and then there's the actual skull. So I think the skull I want to add some more oomph, like more some more lumps here. So I think I'm going to expand this out here. And then And then here, I'm gonna draw through the skull or through the horn so that way I can see where it would expand out or come out of and not look like it's disconnected. There we go. And then what I can do is I'm going to go in here and just clean this up slightly. Boom. It actually looks pretty decent so far. I'm not disappointed with what I've got so far. I'm probably not going to get all of this done today, and that's fine, but I do want to actually do a little bit more with this horn. So what I want to do, because with this horn, I like how trees look. I love nature, so the inspiration of this horn and how it twists and turns, or how it looks so jagged, it's just, for me, it's the inspiration from like tree trunks and how they kind of do whatever they want pretty much when they grow out, depending on, of course, the type of tree. So and then I'll add some texture into it later, but I just kind of want to get the feel for like these lumps, and it doesn't like this horn isn't this smooth surface that you would see normally with a horn. Pretty much it gives it some character, like the lumps and bumps that come with this horn and it growing. You know, unplanned bumps and lumps and stuff. I think I need to fix that. This is going to irritate me. So there we go. There we go. I think I want to expand this out here. There we go. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to end this for right now. Hopefully we'll do another video where I come back to this and we'll add some more. I have no idea what I'm going to do to it. And yeah, we'll go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.